going on, everybody? It is me, Solo Bricks 501 here, coming at you with another awesome review. And today we have Boba Fett's Starship Microfighter. I wanted to say Slave 1, but of course Lego did decide to change the name on the Lego set. So right here, as you can tell, here is the box art for it. The ages are 6+. It has 85 pieces, and yeah, it's, got the classic, black background with all the Lego pieces. You have some green showing that it's a part of the Boba Fett series kind of type style. Back here on the back, you kind of have some little more about how it works. You got the flick fire missiles, of course, the build right there itself, and Boba Fett. Of course, nice Tatooine scenery right there. And then on this side, you get a little info of Boba Fett. Not info, but, you get to see what he's like. But yeah, I mean, overall, pretty nice box art, of course, there on the side. Just again, this same picture, but listed right there. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll build this, and then we'll come back and, I'll come back and I'll show you guys what I like about the set and what I don't like. All right, guys, so here is the actual set itself. Pretty easy and quick build. One little thing, this is not a nitpick at all, it doesn't have to be important, but it's the manual. Lego has changed the way that they do their manuals, and they're not as cool as they used to be. That is one thing where you, throughout the manual, it's not as, bright as it was. There is this little cool thing kind of showing you how close you are to being done. But as far as the detail itself, it's not important, but it's just a thing that has been happening recently. Okay, now to get into the actual Lego set itself, it's actually a pretty cool build. Overall, pretty cool. It's a nice little Microfighter, and that is what it is. $10, you can't really go wrong. I mean, the build itself, for what it is really kind of geared to, it's actually really cool. The minifigure, however, Boba Fett, I love Boba Fett. I love that they give him so much detail for how much this Lego set actually is. Like, the amount of detail on this figure is quite amazing. Of course, there are some things as far as the color of the helmet and the color of the actual jetpack, which these are two very important things to this character. They do not match the actual green on the torso. Of course, this could be for a multitude of reasons, but as far as when you're looking at it from a character perspective of this is Boba Fett, this doesn't really, with that kind of light green, it doesn't look like Boba Fett when it comes to the helmet. But still, a really cool figure, great to have, not complaining too much. Okay, now to actually put him in the Lego set, actually, he just sits right in there, and you can actually have the jetpack in. As you do that, I'm going to leave it off, but he just sits in there. Overall, pretty cool. No way you can actually display him like so. That's actually really cool. The way that this was designed to also display up like this, but also down like that, is very cool. As far as detail, it's what you get for $10 Slave 1. And I think it's worth it. I think it's actually a really cool, nice, interesting build. Not too many play features because it's only $10, but it's an interesting build to have. Of course, you know, you get the different color schemes of the actual Slave One that we see in the movie and in the show, Boba Fett. You get these nice little flick fire missiles, which is nice to see an actual return of the flick fire missiles, but they also double as the cannons, the blaster cannons for this. Of course, they do not rotate like in other Slave One sets, but still pretty cool. One little thing, of course, is this cockpit. Of course, the cockpit itself, it has that little gap right there, which allows some breathing room while you're in space. I don't know exactly how they could fix this. Maybe making a custom piece for this set itself would most likely not be the best as far as money-wise, with it being $10. But, you know, Lego might be in the market to make a new windshield piece rather than this guy, which has been around for a while. Overall, I mean, you get the back engines, you get the little fins on the side. Overall, a really, really nice set to have. A nice set to add to the collection. Now I have 3 Slave Ones, and each vary in size. I might do a comparison video between this one and the largest one, which would, you know, something's, you know, the larger one's definitely going to blow this out of the water. Another thing is the blaster. You know, it's very simple, very minimalistic blaster for Boba Fett to have. All the rambling about this set aside, you know, repetitiveness, this is a great set to have. It's only $10. Really good value for kind of what you get out of it. I mean, you get Boba Fett, the figure, the newest figure of Boba Fett. A great, if you didn't want to buy the other Slave One, that's like $40, you could just buy this one and get the same character. And also, I mean, it's a $10 Slave One. I think it's worth it. I think you guys should get it. I don't know what other Lego reviewers are thinking, but in my opinion, it's a pretty cool set. And I have very minimal things to complain about, other than, you know, the figure and you know, maybe some gapping. But those are things that will hopefully be addressed in the future with Lego. I want to thank you all for, you know, making it this far in the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and make sure to check out some more of my videos. And I'll see you guys next time on my next Lego review.